What's up, guys? I'm Alex here. Alright, time for another part of Moth and Flames. So you already know by now, so it's getting a little close to not safe for work. Doing some sexual stuff, and you're gonna see that one in the future. So, alright, let's get started with part 9. I guess if I count that correctly, so it's part 9. So alright, let's get to part 9 and see what those two are doing. Okay, here we go. The third encore can be heard echoing out of the stadium, muted and distant as they stumble through the crowd pouring into the streets. Heat tugs him along at an unrelenting pace, weaving through people and darting around cars. Lance isn't sure if he's in a hurry to get home or just to beat the traffic, but he's okay with either. As they finally break away from the thickest parts of the crowd, Lance tugs Keith back, forcing him to slow down and smile as he fixes with a pout. He wiggles out of his grip and wraps his arm around Keith's waist instead, hand firmly fixed on his hip as he pulls him close. Keith stumbles into him and he catches sight of a small smile as his arm snakes around Lance's waist in kind. Unable to keep the grin off his face, he pulls out his phone, shuffling through his notifications to find Hunk's number. He hits the call button as Keith directs him to a parking lot. Hey, where are you? Hunk's voice picks up on the second ring. There are voices in the background, and he sounds vaguely out of breath. The music isn't too loud, which probably means they already left the stadium. We tried messaging you. We're headed to the car. You remember where we parked, right? Tell him if it takes too long sucking face and we get stuck in traffic. I'm castrating him. Pidge's voice cuts through the background noise, slightly distorted but loud enough to hear. There's the sounds of crackling, muffled rustling. Pidge, stop. Don't climb me. I'm not a tree. Thanks, Allura. He can hear Pidge's muffled protest fading away. Jesus. Okay, you still there, dude? Lance chuckles. Yeah, I'm still here. He pulls away from him then, and Lance realizes they stop in front of a familiar bike. He freezes, lips parting as his jaw goes slack. His mouth feels dry, voice shriveling to nothing as he gazes at the beauty beneath the streetlight. Oh, and the bike too. He turns to look at him, raising an eyebrow for a moment before a small smirk slowly curves his lips. He steps close to him again, hands slipping up his chest, arms wrapping around his neck. If looks could kill, Lance will be fucking dead. Actually, scratch that. He's pretty sure he stopped breathing. Ants, buddy? Oh, right, he's on the phone with Hunk. Yeah, I'm here. What's up? He said, clearing his throat and trying to keep his voice steady. Doesn't help it from cracking. And he thinks any god listening that Keith is deaf. It doesn't seem to matter though. The look on his face must be enough because Keith's smirk widens. The look in his eyes is darkening. I said, Shiro is asking Keith is with you. Hunk says, sound vaguely concerned. It's hard to tell when his brain is short-circuiting as Keith leans forward and slightly nips at his collarbone. Yeah. Why do you ask? He says, trying to keep his breathing even, but hearing the hiccup in his voice as Keith bites down hard at the juncture of his neck before releasing him, sucking at the spot and licking it lightly. Jesus. This boy's mouth will be the death of him. Shiro's with us. He'd been trying to get a hold of Keith, but he's not answering his texts. Shiro. He forgotten about Shiro. They ride together? Oh, shit. Good God. Keith's fingers run through his hair, body pressing tight against his front, lips at his ear, breath coming in soft pants. Oh, phone must be dead or something, he says. He has no idea Keith's phone is actually dead, but he's not about to push him away just to talk to him. Does he need a ride? He bites back a moan, free arms snaking around Keith's waist as he tilts his head to the side to give him more room. He's going to have so many hickeys tomorrow. With how much of a biter Keith is, he doesn't give a fuck. Nah, they drove separately, but he's parked near us. Apparently he's going home with Laura. He asks in a loud whisper, and Lance can hear snickers in the background. He just wanted to make sure Keith was alright. Yeah, yep, he's good. We're good. Everything's good. So, where are you? We're at the car. Yeah, about that. Jesus. I'm going home with Keith. God damn it. Buddy? Lance stills and Keith feels it, pulling back to give him a curious look. Oh, sorry. It's just now I owe Pidge $10. Haha, I call it. He hears Pidge's voice in the background. Honk sides. Yeah. How about I buy you a McDonald's 20 piece on the way home and we can call it even? Fine. I'm getting a McFlurry. You guys made bets on us? Yes. And Keith's eyebrows to go up at that. Gaze darting from his lips to his eyes as an amused smile blossoms. His forehead drops to Lance's shoulder and muffles his laugh in his neck. Sorry, buddy, but you would have done the same thing. His hand slides up and down Keith's back. He can't help the smile on his face. You're right. Just means you're also like me. Don't forget to use protection. He hears Pidge's yell. And Allura approved lubricants. Allura shouts, nickering with Pidge. Tell Keith to drive at a reasonable speed. She responds. Lance groans loudly, rolling his head back. Keith chuckles again, pulling away from him and moving toward his bike. He pops open the seat compartment and pulls out a jacket, slipping it on and zipping it up. As much as Lance hates to see that bare midriff go, he can't deny how good Keith looks in the leather. Hunk chuckles. Alright, but all joking aside, be safe, okay? Yeah, Lance says, voice up as he smiles at Keith. I will, buddy. Don't worry. Now go tap that boy's ass. I'm gonna eat it like dessert. Okay. Wow. Gross. I did not need that visual. Thanks. Lance laughs as he hangs up, shoving his phone back in his pocket before stepping up to the bike. He turns his hands to him in the hoodie. It's a little small, but it's warm and soft and smells like heat. He tosses Lance's snapback into the compartment and pulls out 2 helmets, passing one to Lance. Then he steps over the bike and sits down, straightening it as it roars to life. And Lance just stands back and takes it in for a moment. This is red. Keith sighs as he sees Lance's theory. There's a proud little smile on his face that's far too adorable. It's mostly black. He points out. Grinning his heat smile falls to the power. There are red accents. Lance laughs, stepping forward and over to the bike to settle behind. It's strange and exhilarating. All the times that he's imagined and dreamed of riding on this bike behind him, and now he is. He leans forward, plastering himself over Keith's back and wrapping his arms around his waist, slipping beneath the jacket to rest across his bare stomach. He feels Keith's shoulder shake with a silent chuckle as he kicks back and stands. The only warning he gets is the rev of the engine before Keith is taken off. He holds on tight. Light-hearted scream escaping as Keith weaves through traffic, speeding up when they hit the bigger, emptier roads. His screams dissolve into whoops of laughter, and he relaxes a little. Whenever he relaxes too much, however, Keith speds up with a slight jerk, making him clutch at him tighter. What an ass. He's gonna tap that ass. Holy fuck. He's going to tap that ass. That's 3 times the same ass all the time. Alright, you get the whole story. After this, they started to leaving the concert and they going back home. And Lance wants to take Keith home. That's probably he's living with Keith. It's probably going. And then tomorrow they're gonna go back together. Right now, they're not going back together. They're living the. I don't know where. See, I don't know where the settings is. I have no idea where the settings is. Okay. I still find that way out right there. Okay, guys, that is the end of this part 9. Oh, and by the way, that next part right here is a very long, and that's gonna take me 2 parts. So stay tuned. And both of them are on SLW, so we're gonna consider that as the NSFW in November. So those two stuff, and I could say that one something very dirty. So yeah, I'll be warning you, there will be some sexual scenes. Right. Alright guys, bye.